How you all doing? It's Chuck Burns for the USA on my YouTube channel, and I had somebody suggest something to me. Cause I'm a very, very long-winded guy, and I get really in depth with things. I've always been very detail-oriented. Somebody said I should do something short, just about one simple point on Benghazi, because it's trying to fade away, due to the efforts of the media. But we try to keep it alive, because the president did a traitorous thing in there. But the point is that somebody told me I should make this point very quick, and so I'm going to do it as quickly as I possibly can for you guys. And that's that. Everybody wants to talk about who's to blame for this, them dying and everything like that. And the fact of the matter is, it's Obama, no matter how you get the cake. Not the State Department, not Hillary, nobody at all. Because the president is the commander-in-chief. The military only moves or does not move or stands down on his orders, on his command. Correct? Commander-in-chief, that's what they call him that? So, if people were told to stand down, if no troops moved at all, not an inch, those whole 7 hours from when it started when those last guys died, whose fault is that? Is it the military chain of command? No. So Obama found out in the very early on that there was something going on there. Panetta told him. They were actually at the White House, along with the top Ham, the guy who's in charge of AFRICOM. They were there. He was in Washington. Okay. So the chain of command just relays the message to the president. And he says, yay, nay, go, no go, stop, stand down, attack. And he certainly didn't say attack. He didn't even say, let's get some backup on the way. He didn't even say, what can we do? Let's do that. He says he did, but the fact of the freaking matter is nobody, not one military unit moved an inch. Not one. The Nest team, who's made the deal with this in the States, he was wondering why they were keeping him out of it. Okay, the extremist force in Eastern Europe, they could have been there in 4 hours, didn't even go. And they were in a 60-minute we call them alert 60, maybe even 30, I think, which basically means they have to be within 30 seconds to 60 seconds of their 30 60 minutes, of their gear. And that's like when they grab their gear from being told to being on the airplane ready to go. 30, 60 minutes. They're kept on alert 30 or 60. It's like the alert 30, alert 60. You have that. That's how close you have to be to your shit. Okay? So, nobody went anywhere. The planes never took off from Aviano, and they could have stopped and refueled in Sigonella, or they could have hot dropped the tank over there and then stopped in Sigonella on the way back. Or hot drop the extra gas tank you see on them sometimes. That big long torpedo looking thing that doesn't have fins on it really. It's just a big bulbous torpedo looking thing on both ends. Liquid torpedo. Okay, that's the extra fuel tank. They could have done that. The fact of the matter is they didn't need that Mediterranean tanker or refueling tanker they said they didn't have in the Med. They didn't need that. It's irrelevant. It's not something they required to go do that with the F-16s. They could have got them there and back. No problems whatsoever. They didn't go. Because the president didn't make the order. It's his fault. It is nobody else but his fault. He's responsible for them dying. If he says, well, I know nobody could have got there in 4 or 7 hours. Well, I know that's a lie. And secondly, how else would he know that how long the attack was going to go on unless he was corroborating with the enemy and was, been informed of how long the attack was going to last? It wasn't around 2 days. I didn't press go in the first 7 hours, more people would have died. Well, he stopped. Right? He's the commander-in-chief. Any order that was given when he was asleep was based on a set of pre-existing standards or whatever rules he put out for engagement before he went to bed. He said, well, if this happens, do this. Or if this happens, do that. If you go to this point and exceeds this level, do this. He put up the preconditions for any kind of action that would have taken place that didn't. He put it out. It's his responsibility, commander-in-chief, to put those preconditions out there if there's going to be preconditions, or to just say no or yes, go or don't go. That's his deal. That's his problem. It's his fault, and he fucking has the murder. He is a murderer by inaction. By not doing a damn thing, he led to their deaths. Obama's to blame. Without question, without any sort of equivocation, he's commander-in-chief. He neglected his duty and people died. One thing we promise our troops is that we don't leave them high and tight between a rock and a fucking hard spot. That's exactly what he did. Fuck that man. He is not my president. I would spit in his face if he came in front of me right now. I'm serious. Bring Obama to my front door. I'll spit in the man's face. You murdering sack of treacherous shit. Not only did you do that, you sent MPAD, the friggin' seek and shore-fired surface air missiles that we had in Libya. He was sending them to Syria. Why do you think he let Ambassador Stevens fucking die? Because he didn't want anybody telling anybody what he was doing there. Because the Syrian rebels, they've pledged allegiance to Al-Qaeda. So Al-Qaeda went in there and helped them. And we're giving people that have allegiance to Al-Qaeda seeking fucking rockets. That fits the definition of treason to a T, because last time I checked, it meant giving aid to our enemy. Mr. Obama, make you swing from a fucking tree, because I'm pretty sure hanging is still one of the ways treason is punishable by. May you hang from a tree, and may history remember you as treacherous murderer that you are. May God not rest your soul.